I must admit that we probably underestimated as a nation the intensity of the second wave. The first wave was bad enough, but the country was crippled for about 3 months last year. But quickly, I mean, the country has always been very resilient. We recovered, but this time it's worse. Hospitals have been without oxygens and not adequate ventilators and ICUs. Movements have been a problem. I think we have multiple challenges that we are facing. Vaccine level of vaccination is pretty low so far, and the supply, there has been disruption of supply as India. We were counting on India as a consequence of our second order, which was commercial, to be supplied. And as India stopped that, we're looking for other sources of supply. I think we need to step up all our efforts rapidly, and we are all the private sector, the foundations like ourselves, and the government is working in that direction.
Yes, indeed, and we do applaud companies such as yourselves who are putting up the money to help in this effort. But as you point out, sometimes it's not even just a question of money, it's a question of getting supplies and their availability. So specifically on vaccines, I mean, what would your message be to the international community amid this debate and how to get vaccines exported to countries who really need them?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been pretty good, and that's probably where the private foundations in times like this deliver better, that we mobilize our network, and we are in the process of physically installing the oxygen plants in several hospitals as well as in several remote parts of the country, which should happen within a week. That should solve the address to a large extent the problems of oxygen supplies in those areas. We have been able to mobilize quickly the supplies of ventilators, and we are going to make that available to some of the government hospitals, including equipping the pediatric ward, which is much needed. My message to the world, and particularly the countries who've done a great job in terms of vaccination, such as USA, has to, and I'm happy that the President Joe Biden has made that announcement, has to give special emphasis to countries such as Nepal, which is so strategically located yet small. The problem can be addressed pretty quickly. We share 1,800 kilometers long border with India, as well as partly even through the mountains, the border with China. So I think this country needs to be kept safe and protected.